Bitcoin grinding underneath 117,000. Ethereum holding tight, but the real story could be in altcoins where rotations are starting to heat up. Traders are gearing up for the big Fed firework decision tomorrow, and I'm breaking it all down for you right now. Welcome back, Crypto Crew. It's your boy Tom here, bringing you the hottest in crypto and Bitcoin action. If you like what you see, give us a like. Make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure, of course, you come on over to X and follow us on X, where we talk about Bitcoin, crypto all day, every day with Cryptomaniacs. All right. I had a little mea culpa yesterday. I thought yesterday was today. Ever have that happen to you where you think that yesterday is today and today, I don't know, I was way off. I was thinking today was Wednesday, yesterday. So, all right, just forgive me with that. All right, let's start off right now. Bitcoin's holding right around 115,000. Sitting tight up near the 117. Traders are watching the zone closely because a breakout could ignite a quick run toward 120, 124. Now, on the flip side, failure to break could bring us back down to the 110, 109 area. And the key, the market participants are waiting on the Fed. Any rate cut surprise could light the fuse. So as we're looking at the don't close below chart that we put out on July 19th, 2025, it's still in play right now. So the most important level is this 115.7. And as I said a couple of videos back, I said we know the market's not really going to respect that point. It's just going to go to and fro from it. And we're going to get into the short term and actually get some points. But right now, the buy area still stands right around 109. The deeper buy area is at 106. Now, a wrench has been thrown in the works, and I'm going to get into that later in the video, where some of the big boys are trying to shake us out. And they're making statements, trying to freak people out. But we're telling you, just hold tight. We know which way the coin is going. No matter which direction it turns into, we're always going to be buyers of Bitcoin. So, but we get in our live group. You know, I have to just say this. All right. Really, you got to think about this. If you've been watching our recent trades, you've seen it. Clean setups, real execution, consistent profits. The best part is you can literally copy them. So if you join the free Telegram group, in the link in the description, you get the live setups, the logic behind them, and every move step by step. And this is where serious traders grow, right? So to make it even smoother, we're actually having two exchanges that we have deals with, okay? WeX, 25% off, $100 bonus when you join, or BTCC right now is running a $500 bonus and a giveaway for new users. So don't sit on the sidelines. If you want to get involved in the fireworks, make sure you check out the links in the description, right? I had to say that because I'm always trying to promote the free group, but you know, that's basically a better way to look at it. All right, let's come on over to the Bitcoin 2-hour chart where we do most of our chart work. All right, take you over to this chart. This is yesterday's work. Let me clean it up for you and come back and we can work on it. All right, I'll leave the resistance point up here because it's the 117. And obviously, that's been holding right now. Actually, popped up to it, came back down a little bit. We're down below this time right here. Main support sits right now, short term, is like 113.5. That's the level that has to hold. Now, it's starting to set up a trend line, another support line right around this area of this time right here. So if I drew a line right there, you would have, you know, your new kind of support line that's sitting. It's not fully formed yet because I got to wait for the next 2 hour to close, but it's sitting right there. So as you can see, we got a lot of red candles here, which would mean that if this actually broke, it'd probably be a false breakout towards this level down here, say 114. If it holds and we could pop up the top, the next target's going to be the 116.6. Don't expect much today. You know, market is just kind of quiet. It's waiting for this ultimate decision. The one good thing is I believe Trump actually snuck one of his guys onto the Federal Reserve Board in the nick of time so we could overcome Miss Cook's animosity towards Trump and potentially even Powell. All right. So there's there could be a surprise. You know, I'm just saying it because this is now turned into more of a political arena than it has an economic arena. So we got to keep keep an eye on that. There's nothing we can do about it. It is going to be what it is going to be. All right, so let's look at Bitcoin as far as we have a double inverse head and shoulders pattern. This is still in play. This is a very, very powerful signal that upward movement is the next stage. Now, if we go a little bit deeper and we look at 2017 versus 2025, if we look at 2017, for instance, we had stage one, the accumulation. Actually, here was stage two was actually the bags got filled for the short-term traders, and stage four was the ignition. We're right now we're looking at the same situation. We had actually accumulation, breakout, and right now we're looking for price discovery. Okay, so it's going to take a little while. As always, markets take their time in going where they want to go, but this is really clean. It's actually showing like upward movement. Now, Bitcoin structure is very clean. If we look at this chart, we had a rounding bottom eve. You can't beat a round bottom eve, right? You can't beat a round bottom eve. You had the expansion. You have a sharp atom here, another round bottom eve expansion. We got the cup and handle. That's actually showing that we got a potential expansion. So we got a lot of things working on this chart. And RSI at 70 is really the key, okay? So we cross it, and Bitcoin rewrites market history by blowing up higher. But as I said, the big boys are trying to flush us out. Now, we know we got the Fed rate decision tomorrow, okay? But JP Morgan and Wall Street expect one. They're saying they expect one last shakeout. Are they trying to freak us out? So they're actually expecting one last shakeout before the reversal. So again, as I said, they're trying to freak us out with this. But we got two scenarios going on here. And all we have to say to you is don't panic at the red Bitcoin candles if you see them. I mean, actually, they're actually predicting down back to 100,000. Okay, they throw that out there because they want to scoop coin cheaply. They want to shake people out very quickly, okay? People that just read the news and not too technical say, oh, well, why should I stay long Bitcoin right now? I mean, I could get them back at 100,000. Yeah, maybe, but maybe not. Okay, so, don't let them, don't let the news shake you out of a good position, and we'll guide you through it. As I said, get into our free Telegram group, and we have great trade setups there. We got great ideas happening, and really, two incredible brokers, BTCC and of course FOREX, the broker that we showcase all our trades on. All right, so let's move on over to Ethereum, okay, and let's go over to the broker of our choice where we showcase our trades, which is FOREX. The broker where we showcase our trades, low fees, fast execution, no slippage. All right, we got Ethereum running. We're up about 38% right now. Okay, we got a little H-bar trade. We're going to dig deep into HR in this video. We're up about 4%, kind of flat, right? Can't say anything. It's not up 4,000%, but anyway, it's up a little bit. At least it's better than being down, right? So I'm going to take you over to where we're looking at Ethereum is pressing up against its final ceiling. You can see this chart right here. We need to clear the ceiling up here at 4,800, okay? Once the breakout happens, it's going to be open, blue skies, all green lights. It's going to be heading. We got price discovery at 10,000 is on the table for Ethereum. So the rally won't be just explosive. It's going to be historic for Ethereum. And Ethereum is going to start entering, the major player role. Not that it hasn't already. As you know, like Peter Thiel is an Ethereum guy. Michael Saylor is a Bitcoin guy. They have different strategies, but they're both the same. Thiel thinks that Ethereum is, he's looking at infrastructure built on it. He's thinking that's going to be, the way the future lies. And Michael Saylor believes that Bitcoin is going to have an intrinsic value, and he's got it straight on his balance sheet. So feels a little bit more sophisticated as far as investing in projects that actually, use Ethereum. So they both have the same goal, right? So that's why, if you're into Ethereum, you're in Peter Thiel's camp. If you're into Bitcoin straight, well, you're into Popeye the Sailor Man's camp. So either way, Ethereum is just trading below 4,500 right now. And what's noticeable is the strength of institutional flows. Ethereum-focused treasuries and ETFs have seen billions in activity, signaling that smart money continues to stack Ethereum. Really, the 4,800 level is the next technical hurdle. Clear that, and the door opens up to 5K. So we do have the Adam and Eve. We got the fat bottom Eve. I'm going to show you that right now. The strong Adam, fat bottom Eve. All right, so we're looking for the breakout. The breakout showing us a 4,700. We got a slight pullback, of course, but it's nowhere near the 4,000. Actually, it's right here, 4,000 level. That's the main support right now in Ethereum. So we got a sharp Adam, a rounded bottom Eve. It's a perfect bullish formation that's locked. The target is 5,700. And we know that the Ethereum script, the breakout script is live. In 2020, actually 2020, 2021, we had the Adam and Eve, right? So that was a nice breakout that we had right there. 2024, 2025, descending triangle breakout. So textbook locked and loaded for upward movement. The next chapter is going to be Ethereum detonates into historic 5 digits. So, like I said, you've seen us showcase trades. All right, we'll give you the logic behind the trades. Just get into the free trading community, and believe me, you'll be joining the party over there. Those people having a lot of fun in that group, and they're trading well together. It's a really nice place to be. But if you like to trade alone, trade alone. If you're a lone wolf trader, I get it. I was a lone wolf trader for a long time. So we know that Ethereum is actually walking the ladder to 5 digits. And here is for you in blue and red and white. Okay, so really right now we cleared the 4,000. First target on the upward side is going to be 6,500. So in 2018, it was 1,440. 2021, 4,000 to 4,800. 2025, $4,000 breakout. The channel points higher. Targets 6,500, 8,000, and up at the 10,000 level. So the script is programmed. Patience pays legends. Hesitation feeds the tourist. You got to get involved. You got to pick your points, of course. You got to do your own research. You got to trade with your head not over it. But really, this is just saying that, Ethereum is actually going to fire off altcoin season. And we believe that altcoin season has just fired off. If we look at Bitcoin dominance, that's the key here, the Bitcoin dominance. We have Bitcoin dominance slightly up from yesterday as well, 58.19. But here's the thing. It cracked support. So history never lied. When Bitcoin pauses, alts start to detonate. Ethereum's going to lead the way, but other altcoins are also going to follow. Now, if you have good utility coins, that's the most important thing. You can't just buy anything out there that they're promoting. Like, look for good utility coins, all right? So if you ignore this now, and you'll be the fear of missing out at vertical candles. All right. So now some altcoins are starting to see selective bids, while many are still lagging. Ethereum ecosystem tokens are getting fresh attention. Traders are cautious, but if Bitcoin breaks a little bit higher, we could see capital rotate fast into mid caps and DeFi plays. So keep an eye on volume. That will signal whether this is a real rotation or just a fade. So that's very, very important, keeping an eye on volume. And we do that in the pro group. All right. So we watch that for you. So we know altcoins themselves have a cup and handle pattern that we're watching closely. Actually, 2. Okay. We got the cup and handle that we're watching closely because that's the breakout upward. And we also have a bear pennant that's forming. So a breakdown below could actually set us back a bit. But one chart screams breakout. That's the cup and handle. Other screams breakdown. Together, they're going to write the altcoin script. Rotation's locked. And we're believing that the cup and handle is going to come to fruition. So let's get into H-bar, because we've been talking about H-bar for a while, and we have a falling wedge that is just completed in H-bar, and it might not be a bad area for you to look to scoop some H-bar. In H-bar, we have a falling wedge that just completed, and now we got the retest that's locked. So really, this is where the smart money starts to load up, okay? Our path points straight to 30 cents and higher. We're thinking that good old little H-bar is going to get up to 55 cents, okay? So right now it's trading at 23.64. We're thinking the launch pad is ready, and we're thinking the next pump is going to be the one that takes us up to 30, potentially even 36. All right, so again, you have to do your own research, and we do it for you. Make sure that if you want, you can jump into the community. I'm going to tell you how to do that right now. So before we wrap up, all right, I'm going to show you where the trading community is. It's just links in our description of our YouTubes. Again, it's totally free to join. Here's the link that'll take you over. You can actually copy the trades right there. Look at this. We have two brokers here. Okay, we got the one that we showcase our trades on, and we have another one that we're closely associated, which is PTCC. $500 giveaway. Okay, for new accounts. That's pretty damn good. It's totally free to join in our free group. We drop insane alpha trading opportunities. And like I said, if you've been watching our recent trades that we shared, you've seen the profits speak for themselves. Clean setups, real execution, man, and consistent results. The best part is you can literally copy those exact trades. So join the free Telegram group via this link. You'll get access to our team's live setups, the logic behind them, and the chance to follow every move step by step. Plus, you get hang out with a group of like-minded traders. You could develop a friendship there, friendships that last for years. Real cool place to be. So to make things even smoother, okay, like I said, we got two of the best exchanges out there. WeX, you get 25% off trading fees and a $100 bonus when you sign up through the link. It's fast, clean, built for serious traders. We also teamed up with BTCC, an established exchange, now running a $500 giveaway for new users. Easy to use, packed with features, and fully trusted by our team. So if you're ready to step into our world of high performance, click the links and let's get going, man. Get into the group. All right, so as we wrap up, what do we have going for us right now? Well, we got the Fed decision, right, tomorrow, right? And we got to talk about the playbook. We got to watch the battle at 117. Track Ethereum flows also into the 4,700 level, okay, once we start moving upward. And keep an eye on altcoins for signs of rotation. Now, the Fed itself, we're heading into a Fed week that could spark serious volatility. So you got to stay sharp. You got to stay disciplined. And as always, you got to trade with your head and not over it. Also, come on over to X. Follow us on X, where we talk about Bitcoin, crypto all day, every day. Crypto maniacs. All right. So remember, as I said, trade with your head, not over it. Do your own research. If you're not in our group, you're forced to do it yourself. Okay. Next thing you got to do, consider joining the group. And always, 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 as a short-term trader, you got to enjoy the party. Dance near the door. Cheers.